Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. What's that? What's that? What's that? Still waiting. What's that? Now I'm still waiting. Still waiting. Ugh. Just got done with an email to the seller of the fuel pumps. I live in Maryland. They're coming from New York. It's been 7 days. He printed the shipping label. Now my guaranteed date has been moved up 2 more days. Not happy. Not happy at all. They're finally here. Awesome. I ordered from this company in New York, thinking that it would get here faster, but it didn't seem to go over well. What the hell? This is our fuel line we ordered like 2 days ago. Well, kudos to them. They did an awesome job of getting in here, but where's our fuel pumps? As I sit here in front of what I call Mark's 5 Keys to Happiness, the 24, the 19, the Beesmeyer, the Donzi, the John Boat, we have our fuel line, but we're still waiting on our fuel pumps. We ordered a fuel line after, as you know, according to the videos, and we're still waiting on the fuel pumps, which the fuel pumps are coming from New York, and this was coming from Tennessee. Guess New York's a whole lot further from Maryland than I thought. Onward and upward. Try it again. So what do we do when we're not working on race boats? Well, if we're not working on another boat, do things like this. Our pull vehicle here is about 17 years old now, and that's a rat nest of wiring. And our stereo system's even older than that. Pioneer Super Tuner 3, yeah baby. We're trying to put some new old school equipment back in to replace some new school equipment we didn't like. One of these days I'll step into the 90s. Thought maybe getting closer to the road would bring them fuel pumps a little closer, but we're still waiting. Man, it's a totally different world. Yeah. Do it for freedom! So lifers, we're sitting around here looking at our stuff. Just got done playing with the stereo in the truck, and we're really kind of going batch crap crazy because we want to do something. So we've decided that I think it would be best to just kind of do a little tiny thing tonight. And we noticed last time that our fuel water separators paint seems to be a little chipped up. So we're going to touch them up just for fun. Something done every day, no matter what project goes. I mean, I know it's out of order, out of line, out of everything, but it's what time I have today, and it's something I can do. Whee! Let's go spray some paint, man. Let's go spray some paint. No. Why? Alright, here we go. Yes, we are going to use spray paint, but we're going to spray it in this cup, and we're going to use this brush. No reason to spray it around, no reason to tape everything up. It all works the same. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. A little goes a long way. There you go. Now you have brushable paint. Alright, here we are on our second coat. It may not be perfect, But for a fuel separator sitting in the bilge of a 51-year-old race boat, that'll do just fine. So we're going to get our second coat on here, and then we're going to move on to the other one before it gets dark on us. But this is a great alternative. If you don't have a chance or don't have an area that you can spray in and you're not looking for that showroom finish, there's no reason to leave it crappy. You might as well take out a little artist brush and paint it right up. So let's go to the next one. So here we are at number 2, and we are going to touch up a little bit here. Like I said, as long as I get something done every day, I don't care how small or how big, but the way you eat an elephant is one bite at a time. And this thing has been a serious elephant over the years. And with that, race boat lifers, I want to say we hope you'll like and save our videos. No, we're just kidding. We're still waiting, so we thought we'd just make you wait too. But we're just kidding. We can't make you wait. We'll have to pick this back up again tomorrow. They're supposed to be here tomorrow, so they were supposed to be here 2 days ago also, so fingers are crossed, but still waiting. And I'm waiting for a fuel pump like you. Yeah, waiting for a pump like you. Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. Alright, lifers. I got a really special Race Boatism today. And it's all because of a friend of mine, Mad Poodle off the Donzie Marine Restoration Society's website, sent me some pictures. And it's literally doubled my historical pictures. Doubled. He sent me 8 of them from the 1968 Bahamas 500, lifers. The Bahamas 500. It's the prep work. It's getting ready to go out and race. And the Bahamas 500, lifers. How effing cool is this? At the moment though, they all kind of look like this. So I'm going to run them real quick through my little photo editor. Clean them up. Just an automatic one. I'm not even going to look at them besides what I'm looking at now. And I'm having a hard time pulling away. But I'm going to close this out, I'm going to run them through, and then I'm going to put them in the movie editor, and I'll make comments right on the page, and we'll look at them together. This is so cool. This is so beyond cool. Again, I want to give a big shout out to Mad Poodle down there in Florida. And here we go. Oh, man. Oh, my God. This is so cool. How can I not say it isn't? This is the year I was born. Literally, I was in my mother's stomach right when they were doing this. This is amazing. I see rails on the front, which it doesn't have anymore, and I see a few other things, but I already have pictures of it in the past, so I kind of expect what I'm seeing. This is so cool. I mean, look at the 60s people. I mean, this is amazing. Okay, let's go on to number 2 here. Oh, man. They are a little pixelated, and they came in a low resolution. And we're trying to get better, higher resolution pictures so we can make some better ones here. But this is so cool. Look at the golf sign in the background. And the most telling thing about this picture is to me that they actually have it swinging from the cleats, the deck cleats. And we've looked at this boat, and it has a special deck cleat on the front that was stretched, and we could never figure out who would actually pick it up by the cleats alone. because the boat being so heavy with a motor in the front. Plus, it's built like 5 times heavier than the regular production boats. Well, now we know how it happened. This is so cool. So here we are, number 3. This is just insane. I mean, someone on a boat taking a picture of another boat in 1968. I mean, cameras weren't as common as they are. They weren't on cell phones because nobody had cell phones. But look at the sky. I mean, like I said, this is a simple cleanup I did on my photo editor. I probably spent about, I don't know, 25 seconds doing all of them. And it's just I wanted to get these on because I want to see what they look like. And they were a little cloudy when I first got them. But wow, this is so cool. 24 going off the race. So, picture number 4. This tells us something all by itself. We have a 1969 Thunderbird trailer, which Thunderbird was just down the street from them at Thunderboat Row. And they made house trailers, but they made a few original Nova trailers also. And this is telling to us because we couldn't really figure out why we had a 67, late 67, early 68 boat and a 69 trailer. So this picture right here tells it all. They didn't even have a trailer for it. They probably just toted it wherever they needed to go, basically shipping it, and stuck it in the water from there. This is really cool. So cool. Number 5 here. Wow. We're back at the dock. Looks like we got some young kids up on the dock enjoying the race boat life there. I know when I was about 13 or 14, man, these guys were like heroes. And we're talking about early 80s. So it's a little different then, but this is insane. This is 1968 again. And typical of the Nova, the 24, the race boat. We've got people working on it by the half dozen, it looks like. So hopefully it was just a little maintenance. Ooh, I've seen this before. I've seen, yeah, in the Bahamas 500 movie for Odell Lewis for Mercury Marine. This boat was actually in that video or movie at the time, and I've seen this background. This is like when they leave the inlet, I believe, off the beach. If not, it's very similar, but the same rollers, the big rollers. It seemed like a lot of the advertisers would actually use this area because they have the nice big soft rollers that come in, and you can launch a boat out of them doing 25 mile an hour. So it made them look like they were super fast. But yeah, this is really cool. This is awesome. I mean, it's going out to do some business, some real business. And lucky number 7 here. Awesome. Hanging at the dock. I mean, I've noticed like 10 different things just by glancing at it. Of course, dashboard is different. You know, as I said before in past race boat life videos, there has been some major changes over the years, but some of them were made 20, 30, 40, the boat's 50 years old. So, I mean, some of the changes are even antique by themselves at this point. But definitely, I mean, we don't have anything on the transom as an identification. There's something there. Looks like we have some people in the background there and hanging out. All the short hairs. There's nobody with long hair hanging around there, that's for sure. But this is really cool. I know I'm repeating myself, but again, I'm saying that we literally have probably 6, 7 pictures of anything prior to me owning it. And to be able to get 8 in a row of one event and one historic event, I mean, this literally proves, besides the Odell Lewis video, this proves it was there. I mean, there's pictures of people who were there. So, again, this is insanely awesome to me. And I'm also, like I said, I'm able to pick out little tiny things. Like on the transom, there's a couple wires that come off here, and I'm pretty surprised. I have no clue what they're for. Maybe they're for measuring distance. Everything was navigated back then. There was no GPS, so they had compasses on the front, and they had looks like some speedometers on the get dash. I mean, I see a couple tacks, but I mean, they have like 4 of them, so there's only 2 motors, so I'm assuming that they were probably speedometers of some sort. Got to keep track of how far you went, that way you know how fast you went and how far you went, and that way you can figure it out on a chart. But wow, that's balls, man. I mean, you're going 200 plus miles in one direction out to sea to an island. And if you miss that island, you know, I know a lot of people have made that trip, you know, and they're probably like, oh, it's no big deal, you know, but to somebody who lives on an inland bay, that's like a, wow, that boat would be so provisioned up that it probably wouldn't even float. So let's go to the next one. All right, number 8 here is like super fascinating to us. And one thing we noticed right away is the giant tanks in the side. Apparently this boat held about 200 gallons with a saddle tanks on the side, and also had an optional bow tank, probably another 50 to 75 gallons if needed. But one thing we do notice also, there's no blowers. The motors that came with the boat after it left Brownie apparently had blowers. These don't look like blowers to me. They look like stacks. So, but from what I do know, also Brownie did swap out motors at some point. So us having the K Kiefer 482s from 1969 to us is, you know, that's legit. I mean, we're not really worried about going all the way back to 67, because even during its racing career, the motors were swapped out apparently from one to another. Oh man, there's so many other things. I mean, one of the main things we've really noticed is, even though ours has doors on the front deck now instead of being built in with plywood like we said in another Race Boatism, we do notice that the bulkhead that is inside of this deck in front of the gentleman's hand there is much closer to the driving compartment. And driver's cockpit there. It's much closer. I mean, probably by feet. I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 feet closer to the cockpit. So that's another thing that just extremely stands out to us. I mean, we could go on for an hour, but this is just incredible. We really want to thank Mad Poodle down there in Florida for them. Make sure you guys, if you got anything to do with Donzi's, you go out and check out the Donzi Marine Restoration Society, their website. That's just awesome. And let's get back to Race Boat Life. So, with that long race boatism, as cool as it was, because it was so cool, we're going to have to really cut it off there. An 18-minute video for us is a bit long. So, we hope you'll like and subscribe to our channel and watch our shows. You know, I mean, we just posted a video about a squirrel. What fun was that? So, Race Boat Life, you know, hey, whatever those West Coasters do over there. And hope to see you next time, where we do actually have fuel pumps in the house. Shh. Thanks, guys. See ya. As I sit here in front of Mark's 5, jazz hands. All right, let's do this. So what do we do when we're not working on race boats? Let's try it again. We thought getting closer to the road, maybe the UPS guy would show up. Actually, I think it's a postal service. Let's do that again. I'll show you why. Just don't do that. Now go away. Alright. The damn car would have happened, that would have been perfect. Oh man. This may not be perfect, but for the bilge of a 60... This may not be perfect, but for the bilge... Let's try that one more time.